Guys, welcome back to another nail video. Today I wanted to test for you the URSugar polygel kit that I got from my AliExpress nail haul. If you'd like to see that video, I'll link it in the description below for you, and you can also go to my channel and check it out. Let's jump right in. So I'm going to be using everything I got from the kit. We have the nail file, the brush, spatula, dual forms and the solid pink polygel. I'm also going to be using the slip solution from the kit, but as you can see we got next to nothing of it. If I run out, I plan on using the rubbing alcohol as a substitution. Lastly, I'm also going to be testing the primer from Vanillisa, the base and top coat from Bella Fili. I'm not sure if that's how you say it or not, but I got these from AliExpress as well. First, I'm going to prep my nail. I've already pushed my cuticles back, so I'll just file the top slightly to remove any excess oils. I'm then just going to wipe that off with some rubbing alcohol and apply the primer. Finally, I'm applying the base coat, which once dry under the UV light will need to be wiped down with rubbing alcohol because it gets this really weird sticky layer on top. Now that the nail is prepped and ready, I will find the dual forms that will fit my nails best. I had to cut and file down the sides on majority of them because they were in between sizes for me, which can be a common problem with the dual forms. Also, I just wanted to mention to you guys that this is my first time trying polygel. I'm hoping to practice with this set before purchasing a more expensive brand, but I also want to see what the quality is like from this $16 kit. Wish me luck. Before we start, I'm preparing everything I need, such as paper towel and slip solution, and then we're ready. So I'm going to start with the pinky first, so that if I make any mistakes I won't waste too much product and hopefully it'll be easier to take off than what it would be like the thumb. A trick I heard was to douse a spatula in the solution, then place a little gel bead on the form. Hardly any product was left on. So when I'm applying the gel, I'm trying to put a thin layer at the base where the cuticle is so that it blends better with the natural nail. I'm also making sure that the apex area is thick enough for support, but not at the ends of the nail, because I don't want them to be too thick. And if they're too thin, then at least I can add more polygel later on once it's dried. So as you guys can see, our first attempt was not the greatest. There's some like weird bubble forming between the nail and the gel, so I took it off and I tried it again with better results. After I place the nail, I also use the slip solution to go around the cuticle and side walls, removing any excess product. So I've noticed there's an imperfection in the nail after taking the form off, and I'm not sure what caused it. Once I finish all the nails, I'll probably be able to better determine what the error was, whether it was myself, the dual forms, or the quality of the polygel. So far, although the top of the nails look nice and shiny, they are certainly not smooth. They have a sticky layer on top, but I'm sure rubbing alcohol will remove that once I'm finished. I can see though that the nails are getting better as we're going, so that is a good thing. On the thumb, you can see that the cuticle area is slightly shallow. I'm going to leave that because I've learned that once I've pressed on the form, it kind of fills itself in. If I add too much, it'll probably be bulky. Also, I wanted to mention that when pressing the forms with the gel on, don't press too hard, otherwise it will disperse from the sides and it won't look as nice once cured. Now that all the nails are done, I'm going to go off camera and file them and shape them. Then we'll see how they look. So I also decided to buff the tops of the nail. I did this so that I'd get an even nail, and once we apply the top coat, it'll be all nice and shiny again. Now I'm going to apply the top coat. I'm also going to add some stars to the pinky finger just to cover up some of the imperfections. Okay guys, I'm back with the finished results. My thoughts so far is that they look really good for a beginner. There could definitely be some improvements that I'll work on in the future. With some of the imperfections, it's kind of hard to tell why they happened. I feel to know I would have to compare against a more better quality brand, but for a $16 kit, it ain't bad. They don't feel flimsy and like they're going to break easily, even though I did leave them quite long and thin. Next now video though, I will definitely let you guys know how long they lasted. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more now videos, please subscribe and click that like icon. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all. See you next time. Bye.